I'm going to be taking a look at the European F, and what I want to do is just apply some very basic analytical tools to the PNF chart, and that's it. So let's do that. To make sense of it, you just need to apply some tools. So we're going to go with support and resistance, which everyone understands, right? Breakout, everyone understands. Test, everyone understands. And your hinge, not everyone understands. But the point is that that is when the market is about to go. End of one period, start of another. So we're just going to take these four concepts. Many of them everyone understands. Support, resistance, breakout, test, hinge. And hinge is, keep your eye on it because it's about to move. So, so like this chart will not seem something so new because the concepts on it are everyone knows. All right, so we'll just start off here. Okay, so this was the low before the high. The low before the high needs to be marked because that's the last point where demand came in. So that is your support right there. So just take SNR, put it right there. Okay. What happened? Support broke, so it is your breakout. Simple as that. You see? Identify support, identify break of support. Nothing complicated. Then eventually it tested support right here. So mark it as test. The low before that rally is your support. Mark it as support. So again, over here, low before this high support breaks down, then tests that support, which is now resistance. After the test, pulls back and breaks. Now I could have called this a hinge, but let me just work with these three concepts first. So this support, what happens? It breaks. So breakout. What happens after that? The green boxes go back into the support. So we'll just put test here, right? And then this just continues down. Doesn't really establish any support, just continues down. Then again we get this rally. So this line is now your, where is, right here. This line is your support. It pulls back and it goes up. So this is now your new support. Why is the reaction low before the high? That's basically what demand came in to make a higher high. Okay, so what happens? That level of support is broken right there. So there's your breakout. Then it goes lower. It tests that area, that first level of support right here, and it breaks, tests the second level of second level of support right here with this X. And it goes down and it rallies. It's a very pathetic rally, I understand. Okay, so it just rallies, then breaks again, moves sideways, and this time you have a breakout. Why? Because it took out this reaction high. So here's your new line right there. I don't know why it's not straight, but anyway, so that's your breakout. So I used I actually used three: support, resistance, breakout, test. That's it. All right. This can be applied to any chart, including point figure. Not a problem. Once these basics are understood, like support, resistance, breakout, test, you can add the other behaviors. Like I'd say back off of volume for a minute because it can be a little complicated. But others like through or accumulation. I'm not going to go into that yet, but they're examples of accumulation redistribution that will eventually be added. But here we just want to take a look at some basic concepts and applying them on any chart, including the point and figure chart. So you see that after this breakout, what happens? It goes right to that area of resistance, which is now support, right there. Okay, and so now what we want to see is how this behavior over here occurs, and whether it starts hinging, which basically means the force of supply weakens. When the force of supply weakens, demand has another opportunity to make a higher high. So that's what the next step is to look for. Anyway, apply the same thing again. Delete 1 second. So this was the euro. This is the GBP. And yeah, you can apply this on the S&P, Nasdaq, all that. Doesn't matter. You know, I like to do it on the Dow. I used to do it on the Dow a lot. So we'll just take it off right here. Okay, so we have this level of support. You have your initial breakout here, right? And this was your support, so just draw a line. And what happened after the break of support? It came and tested support. So just put test. That's it. It's no rocket science. Break, test, breakout, pullback, rally, pullback, right? So that's what we're doing. Now, when it gets into a narrow range, that is very important. So now I'm going to introduce the fourth concept of a hinge. See the narrow range? After the test, you have a narrow range hinge. Okay. So breakout. I forgot to add support. Where the hell is it? Sometimes PR. Anyway, so where is it? So this was the support level that broke by this breakout, right? Then it did a test, hinge. Again, what are you looking for? Breakout. Right there. Now what happens? You get a test. Right there. There really isn't much of a hinge. I mean, someone may say this little X is a hinge, but it's not good enough. So after that, what are you looking for? Break, test, break, test, break, right? So over here, you look next for break, right? Now, where was the support? Support, it rallied from which low? Like right after the breakout, it rallied. So that's the same area you want to see tested. And that's where it goes. It goes right into that X. So just mark test. Now it's hinging, but this different is similar to a springboard type of hinge, or like an apex, or a triangle, whatever they call it. So this is your hinge. Alright, but really you want to just think of it very simple. Support, break, test. Support, break, test. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so again, where is this? Obviously here, right? So it goes here, breaks down here, break, and this time it goes right here. So this is your test. Then this time before the breakout you have a Hinge, right there. Again, you want to look for narrow ranges. Hinge, this is your break, put a break. And this is your area right here that it broke. So just put a line there. And what do you see after breakout? Test. And break and test, hinge, break, test, hinge. It's the same thing over and over again. So, like, that's, you want to practice these concepts. Because one major mistake, which people are doing and they're actually doing right now, is, and I made this mistake for a long period of time. When when you use indicators, the indicators are replacing your judgment. That's a number one error, and there's no way to go about it. If you use indicators, it's just a matter of time. All the market needs to do is change its volatility and just change its state, and the signals will not work. So basically, how you use indicators is like this. Indicators give you facts. Those facts can be incorporated into your judgment. Okay? Even the chart is there to support your judgment, not the other way around. If your mind is trying to reconcile the indicator, you've got a problem. And even now, with a lot of the additional technology that's coming out, I'm not going to name anything, but they're going to get a rude awakening because they'll see that it's going to break and it's not going to work. It's, a lot of that technology coming out, a lot of those approaches, they're just redesigning old approaches and giving it a new name, and putting some fancy over it. But the point here, again, I'm not going to get into all that. Breakout, test, breakout, test, breakout, test, breakout, test. All right, and then add hinge, add support. You should also have support and resistance. So support and resistance, breakout, test. Support and resistance, breakout, test. Support and resistance, breakout, test. So these basic concepts, and you can see that, how the market goes to those areas. Like, this is nothing. You have a breakout. It did what? It tested that area. So where the hell is it? Right there. Hinge, break, test, break, test, break, test, break, test, break, test. There's something about the market where it loves to test the breakout and then give you those opportunities. Anyway, so this is the GBP. I will go to the yen. Delete all this. This is getting very interesting because this is a significant line of support that was broken, and I'm not using like big charts. Let's see, this support 1018. So this support was holding, and it's been broken. You see? Actually, before 1018, this area has been broken. Okay, so that area was tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then finally 6. So this is not a good sign. All right, so let's just use the same breakout. All right, so there was the support resistance here, 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 So it's broke out, and now you have a test. Now this test is like, I'm trying to like make sense of it, because when it breaks and it comes back with that kind of strength, like that sometimes can be a reversal. So I'm trying to figure out if this is a test. I have to just do a little more analysis. But the point here is, again, same approach. You establish support, breakout, test, here, test, and now it may hinge for another move down. So that's what I'm looking for. That's where's the hinge. Anyways, this thing is, why isn't it? Oh, there it is. Anyway, so you get the idea. And this can be applied to any chart. It's independent of the chart, because the market information is the same. The chart just puts it in a certain form, whether it's a bar chart or a P&F chart or Renko or whatever. Market information is the same. Markets have a tendency to break and test, especially when they're trending. Right? That's what they do. They break, they pull back, they break, they pull back. The cyclical nature of supply and demand. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Take care. Bye.